This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.
So it's been a long time suffering. And I for many years, I saw the Dolphins lose the game we watched yesterday. They don't play a mediocre to, it's not even average game. They made a lot of mistakes. They weren't great. They were on the road in a hostile environment, and they won. And they found a way to win. And to me, that was a character win yesterday. You're trying to overcome your young offensive line that's got to find their way. The quarterback made a mistake late in the game that was really, really, obviously egregious. And then you start looking at, then you overcome it with X getting that turnover. And to me, we addressed a lot of this stuff on the postgame show last night, and I appreciate a lot of you that showed up over at Sports Grill. That was great. I expect you guys to come back and let's load the place up for the Bills game this week. But for me, as I slept over the whole thing, I appreciate it even more. I appreciate Brian Flores even more. I appreciate the Dolphins franchise now more than ever because I know what it's like to have a shitty coach. I know what it's like not to for players to tune out their head coaches and not really give a crap about what's going on. And when you watch an 0-7 team in 2019 turn around and go 5-4, that's because of that coaching staff doesn't lose them. And that's why in these moments, yesterday or last night in New England, you're not running the ball very well. You're not blocking very well. You're giving up yards on defense. But yet, dude, you find a way to win the effing game. And so the people that have narratives, the people that have this narrative of saying, well, the Dolphins this, Dolphins that, Dolphins that. So you can't say, hey, the Dolphins didn't play well and they won. Maybe that's a sign of a really good team developing. I don't know. I mean, when you're a good team and you win a game like this, they always say, well, see, they're a good team. They find ways to win and overcome. Why can't we say that about the Dolphins? I'm sorry. I'm just wondering, why can't we say that? Why do we have to take it all to the extremes when you already know there's 5 young players that they're trying to make offensive linemen, so they're going to struggle. And Jesse Davis is the other guy. And let's be honest, I like Jesse Davis a lot. And how many times have I said it? As the 6th man, he's not really a starter. Because he's never going to be a good starter. He's never going to be a great starter. He's not going to be an all-pro starter. He's not going to be an all-world starter. That's never going to happen. He's been in the league long enough, and I admire him, and I want him on the team. Just like, what was it, Andrew Gardner a few years back, remember? That guy played like 4 different positions also. Love it. You need the versatility. But what, you're kidding yourselves or something? You're thinking that those 5 guys all of a sudden are going to become the Dallas Cowboys of the mid-90s? So, you got a young quarterback that hasn't even played in a complete season, so he hasn't seen everything. He's going to make a mistake or two. The defense, well, you lost Raekwon Davis right from the beginning, and again, you want the Miami Dolphins right now under Brian Flores in one series, the opening series for New England. They bust out that long-ass run, and we're like, oh, man, damn, come on, guys. And then what they end up doing? Punting. So they gave up the big play but didn't fold and found a way to cut that drive off and no points. So it's however you want to look at it, I guess. If you want to look at it like same old, well, I don't know, dude. They're 16-10 in their last 26 games. If that sounds like same old to you, I don't know what you're talking about. And if you think they're the same old, I thought they went 10-6 last year, and now they're 1-0. So I don't know what you're looking at. I'm sorry. If that's the way you want to live your life, then go ahead, man. I've done enough suffering already. I'm going to enjoy what's going on here now. I feel like it's our turn now. It's just this is the beginning of it. And you're remember when those of you that have been with us when we started this podcast almost 2 years ago, remember I told you about what they're doing now is no, it's actually over 2 years ago, is starting the foundation of all of this. They're building like when you build a skyscraper, you dig deep, right? You start building for the foundation first. And they've built the foundation now. And now they're starting to go to the secondary level of it before you get to the top. And you're starting to build this whole thing. It's not finished yet. So let's not act like this is a finished product now. They're starting year 3. And they're starting at 1-0, something they didn't do in their first 2 seasons. So this is something else they haven't accomplished. You want a fast start? Well, 1-0 is a fast start, baby. And you got 16 more games now to add on top of this. So you want to spin it however you want to spin it, you go ahead and spin it, man. Go for it. Knock yourselves out. I'm going to enjoy this. I think the Dolphins offensive line will get better as the year goes on. Tua will get better as the year goes on. The defense will get better as the year goes on. Hopefully you get Raekwon Davis back this week. It looked like it was a positive that he was standing on the sidelines with the helmet. That I thought was good. Okay.